Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Firstly, I just want to wish peace and love to everybody on this beautiful day, and I hope that everybody is just enjoying. A few months back, I did a video entitled "Black Men Don't Date Black Women in California. This is America." That video has since then got over 600 comments, and I just wanted to come back and address some of the things that were said and in response to some of the hateful comments and then some of the beautiful comments on and really good perspectives.
And I do it 1,000 times again.
Firstly, I would like to say that me, myself, I believe in love. I believe that love has no color. I believe that love has no boundaries. Love has no race. I believe that we all have the capacity to love true and true without judgment, without other things, other elements tainting that love. But unfortunately, in America, we live in a hyper-racial society, and basically what that means is that race plays a huge role in a lot of different avenues throughout everyone's life, whether you want to admit it or whether you don't. That's just what it is. So today I'm going to be basically outlining the different reasons why I feel in particular that Black men date outside of their race. Yes, so if you're interested in hearing more about why I feel this is the way it is, please continue watching this video. So I also want to note that the majority of Black men in America do date the same race. They do date Black women. I mean, that's just natural, that's just true. So despite what the media might project or what people might say, it's just not real that all these Black men are just not dating Black women. That's just not true. Overwhelming amount of Black men that I see have projected all these stereotypes about themselves and about their own people, especially the females of their own race. They've projected all the negativity that they feel about their race onto those women. And that's why they use this as like an MO to why they don't want to date Black women. So for example, a big one is like, oh, because she doesn't want to wear her hair, her real hair, she wears extensions. Well, you know, I might have extensions on right now, but I know so many Black women that don't wear extensions. So so that, for example, is like, that's not valid, you know what I'm saying? Or she don't know how to keep a man. You know, all those type of stereotypes, we have to get past that. We have to look at real, actual reasons and real in-depth, historically sound, logical reasons, and not just like project random stereotypes into the air as to why we do certain things. And the same thing goes for like Black women. When we say, oh, you know, all these Black men ain't SHIT and da 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 da. No, like that's again back to your own worth and your own self-value. You think you're not shit, so then you feel like all of them aren't shit. No, all of them are not shit. Like, we have to stop sucking into these stereotypes and into what society wants us to feel about each other. We have to unite. Like, at the end of the day, if you have such a problem with people of your same skin tone or it's people of your same kin, it's a deeper problem. That's like you having a problem with everybody in your own family. At the end of the day, that's a reflection of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because when you truly are happy with who you are, you can only be happy with what's around you, and you can only understand the reasons why these things are happening. So for example, even me, when I see interracial couples, beautiful, fine. If that's where you find love there. There is no problem. Again, the problem comes when these relationships are rooted in stereotypes and in self-hate, basically, and then self-destruction. So yeah. Another thing that I wanted to touch on is Black men being seen as this fetish, this whole idea that you know, he's big and strong and has a big dick and like all that. Although some are big and strong and have a big dick, that is dangerous. So I see a lot of like non-Black women seeking out black men to feel some type of sexual fantasy that they got from Pornhub or wherever the hell these stereotypes have stemmed from. Again, going back to his history and going back to slavery, the black man was made to be seen as some type of sexual monster running around wanting to rape white women. And that's why they validated themselves in castrating black men, in hanging black men, because they were using that, they were over sexualizing them to use that as an excuse, as them being seen as some type of monster or some type of beast. So basically now these same stereotypes have gone on, and now people just over sexualize black men. And so women of other races have this type of taboo for black men, and they just want to be taken and by them. And so oftentimes what I've seen, even going out in the day, is they just flock, you know what I'm saying? And it's nothing wrong with being attracted to a black man. That is not what I'm saying. I do not want people to get that wrong. You can find love with a black man as any race of woman. But again, when this goes back to stereotypes and stigmas, this is very dangerous. No one wants to be anyone's fucking fetish, period. Same thing with black women. When men of other races flock towards me because I am just a black woman, that to me is disgusting, and I want nothing to do with you at this point, because I want to be wanted as a human being. Everyone should want someone for them being a human being regardless of their race. That's what I have to say about that. So stop fetishizing black people, black men and black women, because a fetish will die off. Stop fetishizing mixed children. Everyone is so obsessed with, not everyone, I don't want to say everyone because I don't want to generalize, but this whole narrative of wanting these mixed babies, that is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with mixed children, but it's when as a society we mainstream these ideas and we push these messages, it's unhealthy. The topic at hand. So one of my comments was very belligerent, and this guy was just basically ranting on and on about, you know, why would anybody want to be black? Why would anybody want to date black? We're poor. We don't know. We don't got our stuff together, and all these just ignorant statements, going just wow, ignorant statements just back and forth. And I just wanted to say that, you know, systematic racism is real. So before we want to throw the first stone at any minority or anybody going through any struggle in this country, let's look at the systematic things that were actually put in place for their destruction, like non-equal housing opportunities, non-equal loan opportunities, which means that you can't buy a house, which means that you can't be in a good neighborhood, not equal healthy food options, which means that you can't even feed yourself well, so you're gonna end up with diabetes and sickness and disease. And what happens when you have no money? You turn to crime, and that's when you end up in the judicial system. So you know what I'm saying? Let's make sure that we're not rooting all of our knowledge of another race or our own race off of ignorance and off of negativity. We have to literally, as people, as humans, as the human race, get to understand why people are doing the things that they're doing and how we are in situations that we are literally in. So I definitely wanted to touch on to that, because it's like everyone wants to come in on the end, in the back end, with like all these random ignorant statements about things, but they're not doing any due diligence or any research to understand why things are the way that they are and how they got that way. Date who the hell you want to date any ethnicity. But to me, when it's a mass of bashing your own for something else outside of yourself, that to me is the problem. That to me is dangerous, and it's just not okay. We have to come together, not only as black people, but as, again, the human race, and have more understanding and compassion for people, and understanding that everyone isn't of the same cloth, everyone isn't of the same anything. Like, people have so many different things going on. So we can't just list a bunch of things and say, this is the reason why this is this. Like, even in making this video, I even say, like, this doesn't apply to everyone. Of course, every guy that's with a white woman or with a Latina woman or with an Asian woman isn't with her because he hates black women. No, like, that makes no sense. But a lot of these mixed relationships, especially here in California, where I find that Black people here don't seem to know any of their own history. For example, any of the great things that people of their same skin tone have done, or any of the accomplishments, or any of the struggles, or just anything, that they seem to look for something outside of themselves to feel whole or to feel some sort of satisfaction. And this is not just Black men. I find this in Black women as well. It's like they are literally having an identity crisis. So that's why I think knowing your history is so important. No matter what race you are, it's so important to embrace your culture and embrace your history and embrace your people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's by embracing yourself is the only way that you're going to be able to truly embrace and love another. So you can be in, these relationships and stuff, but even if you're not loving yourself as a Black man or as a Black woman, you can't really love that other person wholly, because you're seeking them out for something that you can't find in them. You can only find that within yourself. So thank you for tuning in. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I have lots more videos coming soon about different topics that I find necessary today that we need to discuss. So thank you.